Tennis, as an individual sport, you're out there by yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful in life and in your game. I was introduced to tennis by my father, who was a teaching tennis pro. The first time I had a self-realization that I might be able to be pro one day was when I was 13 years old. That was my first women's professional tournament. I reached the semifinals and I lost to a woman who was number 10 in the world. I thought, I think that I can play with these ladies. I used to have a little bit of a temper. One day my dad pulled me aside and he said, Chrissy, don't let your opponents see how you're feeling, because if they see you're frustrated, they're gonna play better. Keep them guessing. As I got older, I just realized that I did not have the power or the height or the quickness, but I was always very focused and I was very unemotional on the court. The English press thought a schoolgirl should be giggly and having fun out there, so they dubbed me the Ice Maiden. I was able to focus every point like it was match point and never lose my concentration. I believed in myself. One of the biggest adversities in my career happened in the middle 80s. Somebody had taken over my #1 spot and had beaten me 13 times in a row. My coach kept saying, you've got to change your strategy a little bit. You've got to take some risks. I came into the net, something that I normally didn't do. I just kept telling myself, you're gonna win. By changing my strategy, both mentally and physically in my game, I finally overcame that and I beat her. That was a real breakthrough for me. I proved that you don't have to be the strongest, you don't have to be the fastest, you don't have to have that big first serve. I wasn't anything special athletically, trust me, but I made it happen because I was mentally tough and I worked hard. That's my message to young girls. If they set their goals, if they work hard, and if they commit themselves and focus on that, anyone can be a champion. When I was 13 was the first women's tournament that I played. And I reached the semifinals and went 3 sets with a woman, Marianne Eisel, who was #4 in the country. It hit me, wow, I'm not that different from the top women players in the country. My debut was in '71, getting to the semifinals at the US Open. It was my first Grand Slam tournament ever. I played Billie Jean King, and she was a very heady player, a very smart player. She decided she was just gonna throw me off and give me a lot of different spins and slices. She beat me like 6-2, 6-3. I knew in the back of my mind, if it didn't work out this year, it's gonna work out next year, or the year after, or the year after. I think winning 75, my first one, meant the most. I just remember playing Yvonne Goolagong in the finals. It was very close. I remember it was a 3-set match. The thing I remember, funny enough, about that match was after the match looking up at my mother, and she was like bawling her eyes out. I realized when I saw her how important it was for me as an American to win, my country's championship. I think the US Open brings out great performances. When you walk out on center court, I can't tell you how much the crowd can just lift you up. In between points, they're screaming and shouting whatever they want. You want to give 100% when you feel that they're behind you. It really does rev you up, and it really does inspire you to play your best tennis.